Alex here with an event video on Steve Eggleston versus Georgina Stuart, a case involving a father's civil rights claims brought against a Department of Family Services child protective specialist for allegedly forcing him to sign over guardianship of his children under threat of never seeing his children again. Mr. Eggleston alleges that once guardianship was signed over, his children were removed from the state and hidden from him, such that he hasn't seen them for over 5 years. Ms. Stewart's counsel countered with a motion to dismiss, citing Mr. Eggleston's stalling of an administrative hearing pending before the Department of Family Services and, more technically, his failure to exhaust administrative remedies before proceeding with his civil lawsuit. District Court Judge Doug Smith agreed, dismissing the case only for the Supreme Court to intervene on appeal, citing precedent supporting an exception to the general rule requiring administrative remedy exhaustion, given his DFS case and civil rights lawsuit, quote, while related, ultimately seek different remedies for different wrongs, unquote. The Supreme Court also rejected Judge Smith's determination that punitive damages were unavailable. District Court Judge Jasmine Lilly-Spells has granted our request to provide comprehensive electronic coverage of the proceedings. The plaintiff is represented by Paula Armeni. Ms. Stewart is represented by James Olson. You can keep up to date with our coverage schedule by visiting ournevadajudges.com, and you can post any questions you have down in the comments below, or you can send us an email at media@ournevadajudges.com.
Does this person deserve to die? I think the question needs to be rephrased, right? Clearly they've done something wrong and some consequences need to be attached to that. The true question that we need to ask, though, is do we deserve to kill them?
And there's been about 200 death sentences handed in, 189 actually, about 155, 160 people. The reason for the difference, some people get multiple death sentences. Patrick McKenna was sentenced 4 times to death, overturned 3 times. Tracy Petrocelli 4 times to death, 3 times overturned.
This also ties into something else that we're dealing with here, that we are also litigating, which is the chemical bill, which is a drug added to the drug cocktail solely for the purpose of making an execution look clean when it's not, right? That if something goes wrong, the general public won't know what's happening. And so it raises a question about what can a government do to essentially lie to the public, right? Are they allowed to do things specifically to hide things the public would obviously have an interest in?
I'm willing, I think John's willing to sit down with prosecutors, anyone else to have this discussion, because I think the facts are pretty clear once they get out there. I think hiding the facts, putting a veil over the facts is what's kept the death penalty in function as long as it has.
I have a landlord refuse money.
Oh my God, Alexa, this is the big question we've been asking.
Why?
Why would some landlords say, I just want the eviction, I don't want the money? Well, so you would rather have the tenant walk away?
What if you could get both? Because they probably want to leave too.
Because realistically, the landlord's never going to get that money.
Right.
They will never get.
And if one person is on the phone with another person and they record the other person on the phone without telling them that they're recording, is that legal?
It shocks me how many people come into my office and are like, well, that's mine. No, it's not. It's community property law. He or she's going to get their community property interest, whatever that is. And again, that's